the Discovery trailer. So that just dropped a few days ago. And everything just flashes by so fast that it's one of those things like every time where you have to pause it and catch every single little nugget. I don't know, Scott, did you end up watching the Discovery trailer? Because you've been kind of hiding out in a hole, like working all the time, right?
Hole. Yeah, I did. I just watched it. When did you see it? I did watch it today to remind myself. I think because they showed it at the Star Trek Day thing, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. There's a new one. It's not the same.
There's a new one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I watched whatever was on the New York Comic-Con. There was a thing like, oh, what trailers did we see at New York Comic-Con? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit more excited for this season. Looking at the trailer, I think they did the smartest thing that they could have done and taken Discovery out of the time and the place where it currently was, and it being a prequel show was its biggest detriment, and I think taking it outside of that, and now it's not a prequel, it's not a sequel show, it's like this thing that's happening kind of independent from Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and Voyager and all that stuff. I think that's the smartest thing that they could have done with the show. And so I think that gives it an opportunity to be its own show and to be something and not be kind of this conflict with TOS and Enterprise. And I think that's kind of what was kind of holding it back. And
right, it's always beholden to like the series before it, but now it can kind of blaze its own trail and do whatever it wants, right?
Yeah, and so I'm hopeful that is what it is able to do, and they're able to now it's able to be, we're out exploring space and things like that, because that's like the first 3 seasons didn't seem to have any of that kind of stuff. It was all, oh, we're battling and trying to save so and so and trying to do that. There wasn't like, oh, we're just going to go out in space and explore and see what the heck happens. And I think that's what's to me is at the heart of what Star Trek is this, the ship or whatever it is going out into space, and whatever happens, and we're going to encounter strange new worlds and hilarity and
all right, no cross in the series right here.
And end up on some Death Star and fighting.
Yeah. So I think that's so I'm hopeful that we're going to see in this new season is that.
Yeah. Okay, Rico, we know you loved the trailer, but how much did you love it?
Man! All right. It was great to see Saru in the new uniform. We knew he was going to be back. It's great to see that he came back, and assuming coming back to the ship or in whatever capacity, maybe as an ambassador or whatever. Who knows? I'm excited for the new season. I'm excited to see where they're going. I always wondered if they cut the trailer the way they do for the purpose of us as we're talking about it, or us going, wait, was that a pause?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like bam, 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 bam. What'd you say, Mohammed?
I'm sure they anticipate that.
Yeah. You got a lot of people who are just like, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, let's talk about the aliens, let's talk about. So, hey, man, I'm excited for it. I'm here for it, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go, what new direction they're going to go with it. And I mean, there's so many great possibilities 900 years in the future to see what has become of things. It really does give the opportunity to bring it all back in whatever way, shape, or form. So, yes, I love the trailer. I'm here for the show. I am excited. And Scott just changed his background. You must.
Nice. Finally.
Eyes were hurting.
Yes. That was a bit much.
Boimler's thighs were hurting? What?
What?
That too.
He was in that position for so long.
It's true. He's getting sore. Melissa, did you see the Discovery trailer?
I did. Yes.
Does it make you? Now, remember, this is only coming out in just like 5 weeks from now, so it's very close. How excited are you?
I am very curious about Discovery and what it will bring this next season. I mean, I didn't get a whole lot of information, so it's hard to say what I should be excited about. I'm excited about the new uniforms. They're amazing. But it's, you know, I love Saru. I love Book. I love Grudge. I love, you know, there's a lot to love about Discovery. So, I'd be interested to see where it goes.
I've been afraid to ask Muhammad, are we allowed to ask you what you think of the trailer? I mean, are you even allowed?
On the trailer. I can't comment on anything about
the you can't really say much about anything.
Yeah.
Muhammad knows things. He sees.
Yeah.
It was funny actually that my wife and I were watching the New York City Comic Con online, and whenever we get to the trailer, it would just be like black screen and no sound as we were watching it online.
Yeah.
And we're like, I want to see it. I want to see it. And then they're like, let's watch it again. Like, seriously? And then they black screen us again for like 3 minutes each time to do that. But yeah, I thought the trailer was great. I mean, I didn't know what the trailer was going to look like. And yeah, it had a lot of action there. You know, there's clearly some gravitational thing happening, a lot of cool species. Yeah.
Did you recognize some things where you said, oh, I know what that is, and I know what's going on here?
Can't answer that.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's okay. There are rules. He drinks and he knows things. Okay.
They don't drink alcohol, but
it doesn't say, I didn't say alcohol.
That's true.
Water.
What's your favorite beverage? What's your beverage of choice, Muhammad?
Oh, I think I've mentioned this before. The naked juice strawberry banana. 2 thumbs up to that. Woo, love that. Definitely not a Discovery question. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what? When we say he drinks and he knows things, we want to be able to picture what he's drinking.
Yeah, I almost brought one up actually with me for this show.
Scott likes Cambodian beer.
I do like Cambodian beer. I like beers of all countries, but yes.
I just based that. It said Angkor on the thing, so I just assumed that was right. Angkor.
Yeah, Angkor. Yeah, yeah. My country, my beer. Yeah, I got this in Cambodia. Shot a film out there a few years back, and yeah.
You can't see the whole shirt. The bottom of the shirt says Steam. It's that kind of beer. Anchor Steam. Nobody knows that beer. Sorry, I guess I'm the only beer connoisseur.
Oh yes.
What do you think of the trailer, Ryan?
You know, it was very recognizable. Like, it felt comfortably Discovery. When I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, this is Discovery. You know what I mean? Like, Discovery has its own brand and they have their own way of delivering trailers. And it felt very familiar and very comfortable. And as Melissa said, it didn't give me a ton of information. It just threw a bunch of questions at me. Right? Because that's what they do. They go, what's this? What's this? What's that? Mysterious thing is going to happen. We're like, okay, tell us. And they're like, nope, trailer's over. You got to watch. So I think mission was accomplished. Obviously, they showed us what seems to be either a Ferengi or a Ferengi hybrid or a Ferengi cousin. It looked different from what we know, but that does not mean that it's not a Ferengi, as we know with Klingons and other aliens that have been reimagined. It looks to me like it's some kind of hybrid Ferengi, or maybe he's blended with something, or maybe it's just a reimagined Ferengi. We also
Ferengi, like they with Picard with the Romulans.
Yeah, when she flicked him on the head.
Uvix.
From the north.
We also had
a Corvix,
as we were talking about a couple days ago, Muhammad, the Cardassian Bajoran kind of thing, hybrid.
Bajoran human, I think they said, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so that was also very interesting. But what I worry, my concern is that they will not explain these people's backstories, because Discovery, like a lot of shows, they're showing you these things as fun fan moments. So fans could be like, whoa, that's a this, and whoa, that's a that, and that's cool, and we enjoy them. But also as fans, we're also like, that was awesome. So what is it? Or so what's her story, or what? And they're like, nope, we don't have time for that. We got to stick to this story. And so they put them in. They put them in as additional treats, as the cherry on top of the sundae. But me being a big time nerd, I want to follow their story. I want to know what they're, and maybe they'll do it, but I can't imagine that would really be high on the list of a screenwriter to be like, okay, now we need a scene with the walk and talk where Michael Burnham says, so what species are you exactly? Well, that's interesting that, in screenwriting, there's just not going to be room for that usually. So I don't expect it. It'd be cool if they could sneak it in somehow, but I don't think it's going to be there.
Well, Discovery, and this is not a dig, but Discovery does have a history of that. I mean, you have like the crew of the Discovery, and we still don't really know a lot about them. Like we had the one-off with the android, what was her name?
Ariam?
Ariam.
Yeah. Well, not a one-off, but
maybe
we had
a 2-season off.
yeah.
But you're right. There was one episode that gave her backstory. Yeah.
Right.
They gave her backstory and then she died. So, there was, but even with like Rekha Sharma's character, it's like
Landry.
Landry, we got her and then we lost her. And then we got her back in the mirror universe, but we lost her again, which I still have to
twice.
But we didn't really, but we never really learned what made her tick. We didn't know really anything about her except for, we saw her in the first season and then she died.
Well, she was the president's assistant, if I remember correctly.
Right, but she was much more.
Thanks, Muhammad. Muhammad gets it.
I think,
I still kind of have a feeling, and I don't know how they would do this, but they could do it in Strange New World. There's something that tells me that Mirror Universe Landry didn't die.
Okay, real quick, in the chat, Sci-Fi Guy. Wait a minute, Sci-Fi Guy, is that Andre Kottman? I think it is.
That's
right?
Andre. Yeah.
He said, Ryan, you should interview the guy who does makeup for Discovery. Would love to hear why he makes some of the creative choices for how he shows Klingons and Ferengi. Okay. So here's a secret, guys. Just between us, okay?
Don't tell anybody?
Yeah, this is just between us, everybody. The head makeup guy for Discovery, I am near Glenn Hetrick, I think. I am almost positive goes to my gym. I know. That is the sound I made when I was at the gym too. And the reason I was able to know this is because I think he was in some Star Trek Las Vegas panel, and so we could actually kind of see what he looked like. So I kind of had a vague idea what he looked like. And then one time I was, like shredding my shoulders or pumping my, abs or whatever. And I overheard somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I'm out working in Toronto most of the time, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, on a show on Star Trek." And so of course I'm like, I look past my machine and I'm like, huh? Like that. And they're like 10 feet away. And he was saying something about VFX. I wasn't really sure, because I'm not a creep. And I recognized him. I was like, okay, that's the makeup guy. That's Glenn Hetrick.
So what you do is spot him, and then
I did. I was like, there he is.
No, spot him.
I know.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, spot him, and as the weight is down on his chest, go spill it, buddy.
So
and we could do that with Muhammad too, but now he knows that we can do that.
Not going there.
Or corner him in the shower in the men's locker room. That would be just as.
He'll be like, I knew you would be like this. No, but so there is that possibility. I might, just come up to him at the gym and be like, "Hey, So I couldn't help but overhear that.
I gotta be in the corner somewhere with a camera on that one.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
mean
like,
to brag, but have you heard of Virtual Trek Con?
that's easy to do with this text.
Okay, so anyway, we'll. Good thing this isn't live. We could just edit that out.
Yeah.